I'd definitely say that Vic Curl's face would be on my Mount Rushmore of off-roading if there was such a thing. I mean, this is it, right? Ormoff, this is our Mount Rushmore. And right now, Vic's face is being plastered onto it, and I think it's beautiful.
Vic Curl is the co-owner of Trackside Performance, which is the exclusive race tire vendor and service provider for Yokohama Tire Corporation.
Vic is one of the unsung heroes of our sport. Vic Curl's the guy that first drove a semi into Baja. If you can only imagine how tough it is at the border and on the roads and on the dirt roads and the pit locations nowadays, imagine what it looked like all those years ago when Vic was the pioneer of this. And to bring that, the giant moving billboard and storage and all the things that go along with it is amazing for a team. But for the person that has to drive it, manage it, and organize it, that's a stressful job. If you've ever driven on Highway 1 in Baja, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
He loves being out there. He loves being in the desert. He loves the people. He's been really instrumental in, kind of bringing Yokohama along and helping us, kind of get involved in some of these areas and avenues and activities that we're doing now.
One could make the argument that without Vic's relationship with Yokohama, I don't know if they'd be involved in off-road racing.
I can remember when I first met Vic, he came to us to be a service rep for American Motors and Jeep Company. I think he might have just wanted to drive Pacers and Gremlins. It's possible. But when I first met him, he had a endearing personality, I would say. He easily would win you over. And in my case, he made me laugh all the time.
Every other line is a punchline to something. He's very, very funny.
Yeah, great guy, great sense of humor, would do anything for anyone, anytime, and people want to be near him.
I have a lot of memories with Vic Curl. I mean, he's a guy that stood behind us for a long time and still does today. I think one of my favorite moments is him and his buddy Chuck Matthews, who's unfortunately passed. And Chuck would be super stoked on this today. He'd have tears in his eyes right now like I do. But just seeing those two ornery son bitches looking at you and supporting you and having them be there, just that memory of Vic being so solid, standing there anytime there was a challenge. That's my best memory of Vic, and it's happened many times.
I had heard a story, it's late 70s race, and Vic was down there in Baja 1000 supporting Roger Mears, I believe. And Roger came into the pit, middle of the night, needed a part. Vic didn't have a part, but there was a motorhome nearby, and Vic went over in the middle of the night, popped the hood, stole the part, put it on Roger's truck, and away he went. The guy obviously in the motorhome was pretty hot in the morning when he figured it out. Vic made the guy whole, but that's kind of Vic. Again, do anything right, do anything to get the job done and figure out how to make everybody happy, when it's all said and done.
Vic's top achievements regarding racing and the sport of off-road racing are definitely getting American Motors and Jeep Corporation involved in it hand over fist. Vic probably promoted Jeep off-road racing more than the people back in Detroit ever expected.
That's the tip of the iceberg, right? I mean, I think Vic kind of establishing that concept and really creating that culture of what it meant to sort of be a true service organization. And I don't think off-road racing would be the same, right, without, obviously the support that exists today.
Vic is driven by being that person that comes through when probably no one else would.
I'd like to congratulate Vic on his induction into the Off-Road Hall of Fame.
You're one of the few true and authentic believers in the sport, and more importantly, in the people.
So I'm super honored to have worked with you and for you. I've enjoyed every second of it, and I look forward to many more great memories to come.
Vic, straight to you, buddy. I love you. I'm not embarrassed to say it, and I like to give you big hugs. And I also wanted to say the number one thing message for you is that this isn't lost on me, and I think that Chuck Matthews would be so proud of you, and all your friends around the world are applauding you today, Vic. Love you, buddy.